Morning students.
Morning students.
Welcome to English class. In the last class you learned the usage of simple present tense. I hope all of you remember it. Yes. Today you will learn how to write a message. I will teach you how to write a message. Okay? Let's begin the class. Now look at the screen. I want all of you to read the situation. Here I have given you a situation. You will have to write a message based on this situation. Read it.
Read the message. Read the situation, students.
What it is written? What is it written? Siddharth receives a telephone call from his mother's office when she was not at home. So it means Siddharth's mother is not at home, but he receives a telephone call. From where? Can you tell me from where does Siddharth receive the telephone call?
Come on, make an attempt. Yes, good students.
Mother's office. From his mother's office he receives a telephone call. Siddharth had the following conversation with the speaker. So later I will show you a conversation between Siddharth and the person who called from the office. But now see, Siddharth has to go for tuition class. Now he receives a message from the office person, from his mother's office. But he cannot tell that to his mother because she is not at home. And he is also going out for computer class or tuition class. He will not be there at home.
When his mother comes home, Siddharth is not going to be at home.
So
What does he do?
what will he do? Yes, he leaves a message for his mother. So he'll leave a message for his mother. But before that, let's see what conversation they had, Siddharth and the office person. Okay? Now look at the screen. I want you to look at the screen and identify each of the things that you can see and make sentences with each of them.
Make short sentences, children.
This is picture study. You will have to study a picture first.
Describe the picture in short sentences.
Yes.
Come on, students, you can do it.
Now students, here is a small boy. What is his name? Yes, he is Siddharth. And this elderly man, who is he? He is
The
person
from the office.
Yes.
From Siddharth's mother's office.
Yes, he is calling from Siddharth's mother office. And what is he doing? Is he writing something? Do you think that he is writing something? No.
No.
He is working. He is working on what? On his laptop. And what else can you see? A table is there, some books are there, and I can also see a vase. There is a flower vase on the table.
With some colorful flowers.
Yes. So have you seen what the picture is telling us? And they are having conversation. How are they having this conversation? Is it a face-to-face conversation? No. It's a conversation on telephone. So it's a telephonic conversation. Let's listen. I take the role of Siddharth.
And I take the role of the man in the office.
Okay. And this man's name, let's give a name to this man. He is Mr. Rajappa.
Rajappa. Okay, so I am Mr. Rajappa, students.
Okay. Hello.
Hello, may I speak to Miss Lakshmi, please? I am Rajappa from the office.
Oh, mom's not at home right now.
So Siddharth is saying his mother is not at home right now. Oh, is that so? In that case, can you give her a message? It's urgent. Please tell her that the meeting fixed for tomorrow has been rescheduled. Please tell her that the meeting fixed for tomorrow has been rescheduled. Ask her to check her mail as soon as possible for the details. Please don't forget to inform her.
Oh, sure. I will leave a message for her. Now student, see what is there on the screen. I want you to see that first. And I also want you people to read it. You'll have to read the message. First, it's written. What is it? The first column is, the first thing what is written? Is it the time?
No,
it's the date.
It's the date.
Yes, it's the date. And next is some name given.
No.
Then what it is?
Next, whatever is mentioned is the time.
So,
Time at which this message is being written.
yes. So, first you'll have to mention the date and then the time when you are writing the message. And now it's written mom here. What do you think? Why mom is written here? Because the message is addressed to mom. That's why mom written here. Whomever you address the message, that will come after time.
The name of that person will be written there.
So here, whom is Siddharth is writing the message for whom?
He's writing the message to his mother.
So that's
So
right.
he calls his mother mom.
Mom. So first the date, then the time, and then the name of the person whom the message is being written to. The address means the addressed person. Okay. And then comes the content of the message, means what is the message about.
Yeah, the actual message now.
Yes. What is the message? So here, what it is written? Yes. Mr. Rajappa from the office called. Then, why did he call? Can you tell me? Why did Rajappa call? Yes, because there was a meeting fixed for tomorrow. But it has been rescheduled. Yes, that's why Mr. Rajappa called. And what does he want? He wants Siddharth's mother to check the mail which he had already sent. So, he also informed Siddharth that he should tell his mother to read the mail which Rajappa has sent. And it is very urgent. So, what's the message? It's not necessary that exactly what is written you will have to write. What is important? You should write a message so that it is clear what you are trying to tell.
The main point must be communicated, students.
Yes, main thing. Mr. Rajappa called from the office. The meeting fixed has been rescheduled. Please
Check your mail.
as soon as possible. Please check your mail as soon as possible.
And he also said that it's urgent.
Yes.
Urgent means something that has to be done immediately. So that has to be mentioned.
Yes. And last, some name I can see.
Yeah,
Whose
right.
name it is?
The name of the person who's writing the message.
Can you tell me who is writing the message here?
Very good.
Siddharth.
Siddharth.
Yes, Siddharth leaves a message. Siddharth writes a message for his mother. Yes. So first student, you saw while writing a message, first you should give the date. Then the time when you are writing the message. So here Siddharth is writing the message at 3:30 p.m. means 3:30 in the evening. And whom is he addressing? To his
Mother.
mom. So this is the name of the person whom you are addressing the message. Okay? And then comes the content of the message, the main body of the message. Okay? And last, your own name. Means whoever is writing the message, whoever is sending the message. So here, Siddharth is sending the message. So we can
His
see.
name comes in the end.
Yes. Now message. Can you tell me what do we mean by message? What is a message? It's an information, or it is a news or request meant for someone. So a message is a piece of information, news or request meant for someone. Now students, message can be either verbal or written. How verbal? Can you tell me how it can be verbal? Because when a person is just in front of you, no need to tell. Yes, if somebody tells me something and tells me that I'll have to inform it to another person, then when I meet that person, I can give the message.
Verbally. That's called verbal.
And again, here also you found one verbal message. The conversation on telephone.
Yes.
Yes.
The conversation between Mr. Rajappa and Siddharth.
Yes, that is
was
a verbal
also
message.
a message.
Yes, they were talking on phone and Mr. Rajappa was giving a message.
He
to
passed on the
Siddharth.
message to Siddharth.
Yes.
That was a verbal message.
Yes.
And when Siddharth passed on the message to his mother, it became a written message.
So, here you found two types of messages, both verbal and written. Isn't it? Yes. Now format. I think all of you know what's the format. I have shown you. First, you'll have to mention
The date.
the date. The date when you are writing the message. And then the time. The time when you are writing that message. So, date comes first, then time, and then the name of the person to whom the message is written
Directed.
to or directed. Okay? So, there you saw in this message, mom was the person. If that person is close to you like friend or relatives, then you can give like mom, father, sister, like that only you can start your message. You can give that name. But if some formal message it is or some person who is not so close, then you will have to write the name of that person there. Okay? And then comes the body of the message. Okay? The main
Body
thing.
is the main content of the
Main
message.
content where you are writing in details. Okay? And last comes name of the writer. Last comes name of the writer. Who is writing the message? So here you found Siddharth writing the message to his mother. Yes. Now see student, I want you to read. Here another situation is given to you. I have given you one more situation. Please read it. you live in the hostel with your cousin. So, let me think that I live in a hostel with my cousin.
You all know what a hostel is, no, students? Yeah, when you live away from your parents, you live with many other
Friends.
people of your own age or little older or younger to you. You live on your own. Yes, that's called a hostel. So
Yes.
here you live in a hostel with your cousin.
So, I live in a hostel with my cousin. You receive a call from your father to inform your cousin about the heart surgery of his father. So, what happens? I am staying in a hostel with my cousin. And today, I suddenly received a call from my father. What did my father tell? Yes, he told me that my uncle is going through the heart surgery. So he will have the heart surgery. Now you tell, my uncle will have the heart surgery. Who is my uncle? Yes. Father of my cousin. Okay. So my father called me and informed me that my uncle will have the
A
heart
heart surgery.
surgery. Okay. And when is the date fixed for the surgery? 19th of November. The 19th of November 2015 has been fixed for the surgery. But my cousin is not at home, not at the hostel right now. He is not with me right now. He has gone somewhere. Okay. But my father told me to inform this and to tell him that to reach the hospital as soon as possible, as early as possible. Okay. Have you understood the situation? I will explain it to you once more. My father called me and informed me that my uncle will have a heart surgery
On the 19th of November.
on the 19th of November. Now I will have to inform my cousin that his father is having that surgery and he'll have to reach the hospital as soon as possible. So my cousin is right now somewhere out. So I'll have to give a message to him. Okay. So we will see. I want you to write this message. You tell me what comes first. To begin any message, what should you write first?
What's the first thing that you write, students?
Yes. It is the date. Yes.
The date on which you are writing the message.
Yes.
So what date are you going to write, students?
Today, I told today. So, today is 13th of November 2015. Any day you are writing the message, that date should be mentioned.
Written.
Yes. Now next, what will you have to write next? You'll have to tell me. After date, what comes?
Very
Time,
good.
when you
The
are
time.
writing the message. So here something else is given. We will give this time. Now it is
11:30
okay, 11:30 a.m.
a.m.
Okay, this is the time. Now I will have to write a message for my cousin. So I'll have to give somebody's name before starting, for whom I am writing the message. Okay, let me give a name. Pradeep. My cousin's name is Pradeep. Okay. So it is Pradeep. The time is anytime you can give, but now I am writing the message, so it is 11:30 we told. So the cousin's name is Pradeep. Now what comes next? Date is over, time is over. Then we have already mentioned the name of the person
To
whom I
whom
am
the message is being written. What comes next, students? Come on.
Yes, the main thing, the message, the content of the message.
Yes, the main content or the body of the message.
Yes, the main
Now
thing.
you have
Now
to tell
we will have to
Pradeep what
tell
it is.
what happened actually. Why just I am writing a message to my cousin? I will tell that in my message. What's the message? You can write the main thing. Like, suppose if I tell, uncle is undergoing a surgery on the 19th of November. You have to reach the hospital as early as possible. Father informed me. Is it okay? I have informed Pradeep that uncle is undergoing, means his father is undergoing a surgery, a heart surgery. So I have informed what it is. On the 19th of November, I have also mentioned the
When
date.
it is going to happen.
Yes. And what he will have to do, that also I will mention, like you have to reach the hospital as early as possible. And one more thing I will inform. Who informed me? He can think that suddenly how do I come to know? So, I also informed him, I messaged him, father informed me. Please write down, like, don't have to write down, listen to it properly. See, everything, whatever the subject is, whatever you want to tell, that should be clear. It's not needed that you'll have to write 2-3 sentences. But whatever it is written, it should give the proper meaning of the message.
And the correct message must be clearly passed on.
Yes.
You don't have to write one big paragraph, students.
Yes.
A message is always short.
Yes.
But the main point has to be clear.
Yes.
And that point has to be passed on.
Yes, what it is? Uncle is undergoing a heart surgery on the 19th of November. You have to reach the hospital as early as possible. Father informed me.
That's more than enough, students.
Yes.
As short as possible and make it as clear as possible.
Now the message is complete. I have already written the message. Last what comes? Can you tell me? What will I have to write at the to end this
To end the message,
I'll have to write my name. Okay, my name is Rohit. No, my name is Shrestha. So I am signing here. Okay. So you see, first comes date, then comes time, then my cousin's name, because I am writing this message
to him.
to my cousin. So Pradeep. Then the content of the message, I have made it short and I told, and then my name, because I am writing the message. Now students, I told you the message. Can you make it more short? Just to the point, make it clear what you want to tell. Just in one sentence only, everything, because it is very urgent. You don't have time to write lines and lines. It's not a letter. It's a message. In short, you will have to make it clear.
Try and make it shorter, students. The
I
same
know you
three
can do-
lines you can see on the screen. We'll
These
read them
lines
once
only.
again. We'll read them once again for you,
Yes.
and then you make it shorter. Okay, listen carefully. Ma'am will read it out once again.
Father called to inform about the date and time of uncle's heart surgery. It has been fixed for 19th November 2015. He has asked you to reach the hospital as soon as possible. I told one short form, like uncle's undergoing a heart surgery on the 19th of November. You reach the hospital as early as possible. Father informed me.
It can be made shorter.
Even shorter. Yes.
Can you try? Come on, students. One of you can stand and try.
Okay. I will tell you. Your father's surgery is on the 19th of November. It is okay because I am writing the letter to my cousin. So, Pradeep, whose father is undergoing a surgery?
Pradeep's father.
His father. So, I am writing, your father's surgery is on the 19th of November. Be in the hospital as early as possible. So, this only it is telling you that he'll have to be in the hospital as soon as possible, as early as possible.
So the main information has been passed on to Pradeep. Your
Yes.
father's surgery is on the 19th. You be there in the hospital as early as possible. The other details Pradeep can call and find out, students. So this urgent message, the most urgent point has been passed on to Pradeep.
Yes.
So this is how you have to write a message. It has to be short, but it has to be to the point. The most important point has to be passed on.
Yes. Now, guidelines for writing a message. I will give you some guidelines. I have already shown you, I have told you that date comes first, then time comes, then the name of the person whom you are writing the message, then the body of the message, and it will have to be very brief. Then last, the name of the person who is writing the message. Again we will see. Okay. While writing a message, the following points have to be kept in mind. Mention the date and time of giving the message.
That's
So,
very important.
Very
You
important.
need to give the date and time when the message was written, because the person who reads the message will take action accordingly.
Yes.
If he doesn't know when it was written, the date or the time, then that person who reads the message doesn't know what to do about it.
Yes, well, okay, it has come, I will do later, like that.
Yes.
But if you mention the time, suppose half an hour later he comes, then he will understand, okay, half an hour has gone, I will run now because I have no time. Like that only. Okay. Then mention the recipient. This means whose address is this? Recipient means
The person who is,
addressed to.
yes, the person who is getting the message.
Who is receiving the message. So, then comes the recipient, means the person who you are writing the message. Okay, that name. Then content of the message. So, see, all these three is within the content of the message, means within it's the main body of the message. This one also. What? Only the most important details should be written. No need to, you are writing, you have to remember, it's a message, it is short. Only the urgent thing, the important thing should be clear. No need to write, okay, how are you? Are you fine? I am fine. No need of extra information. Just the information what you need to
Pass on.
Yes, what you need to pass on, that is important. No newer information should be added. No need of any information, just the message. Grammatically correct sentences should be used. True, because while writing it is necessary, but generally for friends and all, just the point is okay, but it should be
But your
grammatical.
sentence must be correctly written. Otherwise, the person who reads it may not
May
understand
not
what you are
understand.
writing.
Yes.
So for that reason, your sentences must be grammatically correct to some extent.
Yes. And last, what it means, what it is? It should be brief. Of course, because no information, no extra
No other
details.
additional details are given.
So, message should be short, brief, to the point, clear. Okay? Yes. And next comes, write your name or put your signature at the end of the message. So, whoever is writing the message, who is writing, he'll have to sign it or give his name at the end of the message.
When you sign, students, if you just put your signature, everybody may not be familiar with your signature, right? So for that reason, when you put your signature, in case you're doubtful, put your name also along with it. So then the person who reads the message will immediately know who has written the
Yes.
message.
Yes. So you have understood the format, the guidelines of writing a message. Next time if you write, you will be clear, you will be brief, and you will write according to the format. Like first the date, then comes the time, then the name of the person whom you are writing the message, and the body should be to the point, it should be clear, it should be brief, no extra information, okay, and grammatically correct, because we are learning English, isn't it? This is English class, so grammar is very much needed for writing anything in English. And then last, your name, because you are writing the message, whoever is writing the message. Now I will give you an assignment, okay. I want you to read it. You will have to understand the situation and you will write this message and show it to your teacher in the class. You read it, then I am explaining you.
Read it, students, whatever is on screen.
You are a student of class 9. All of you are a student of 9th standard? Yes. So you are a student of class 9. You are staying in the school's hostel. I know you don't stay, might be you are staying in your home, but imagine that you are staying in your school's hostel. You don't stay at your home, in your home. So you are a student of 9th standard. You are staying in the school's hostel. Now what happens? You have borrowed your friend's classwork. You have borrowed your friend's classwork. But due to some emergency, you have to leave for your hometown. You have borrowed a classwork from your friend, but now because it's urgent for you, you will have to go to your hometown. So definitely your friend will need that classwork because you have borrowed it from her. It is necessary for her or him. But now you can't give it
Return
back
it?
to, you
Yeah.
can't return that classwork to your friend because you will have to go to your hometown. So you can write a message for that, regarding that.
Explaining the situation.
The
Telling your
situation.
friend that you have to leave for your hometown because of some emergency. And the classwork is with me, it will be safe with me.
Or either you can also write, okay, I have kept it in that drawer,
Yeah, that can
or
also be done.
To someone I have given.
Please take it from that person, or please go there and pick it up.
Yes. So you will have to write a message according to the format and whatever guidelines I have given.
And show it to your teacher tomorrow, students.
Yes. In case of verbal message, it's not so today you have learned the verbal message and also the
Written message.
written message. In verbal message also you can tell the date and time also. If somebody tells me, okay, inform that person to about this thing, I can tell, you know, that Mr. M has told me on that day, during this time, that this thing should be done. So there also you can mention the date and time.
But your
Okay.
assignment is for a written message, students.
Yes, this is a
So
written
please
class.
write down the message using all the guidelines that ma'am has taught you today and show it to your teacher tomorrow.
Okay, hope you enjoyed the class today. Thank you.
If you have any doubts, please call the toll-free number that is displayed on your screen.